Have you ever wondered how gorillas, one of our closest relatives in the animal kingdom, communicate? These magnificent creatures, the largest primates on the planet, share a remarkable 98% of their DNA with us, humans. Yes, you heard that right, 98%. Gorillas are divided into two species, the eastern gorilla and the western gorilla, each of which is further divided into two subspecies. The mountain gorilla, a subspecies of the eastern gorilla, is perhaps the most well-known thanks to conservation efforts and their depiction in popular culture. These gentle giants with their muscular bodies and expressive faces are a sight to behold. But beyond their physical attributes, it's their social structure and communication methods that truly set them apart. Just like us, gorillas have a variety of ways to communicate. They use a combination of vocalizations, body language, and even facial expressions. A gorilla's hoot or roar can convey a range of messages, from a simple hello to a stern warning. Similarly, a gentle touch or a playful wrestle can tell us so much about their relationships and emotions. Interestingly, gorillas also use their sense of smell as a form of communication. The silverback, the dominant male of the group, emits a distinct odor when he's upset or threatened, effectively communicating his mood to the rest of the group. But that's not all. Gorillas, especially young ones, are known to engage in mimicry, a form of social learning where they imitate the actions of others. This form of communication is not just a way to learn new skills, but also a way to strengthen social bonds. Gorillas, with their complex and fascinating communication methods, remind us that we are not so different from our primate cousins. As we continue to learn more about these majestic creatures, we realize that their world is much more intricate and nuanced than we ever imagined. Now that we've scratched the surface, it's time to delve deeper into the fascinating world of gorillas. Gorillas, despite their imposing size, are known as the gentle giants of the jungle. These majestic creatures with their broad chests, muscular arms, and striking silver backs are indeed a sight to behold. Adult male gorillas can reach up to 5.5 feet when standing on their hind legs and can weigh as much as 400 pounds. Despite their formidable physicality, gorillas are typically gentle and shy. The strength of a gorilla is something that has been marveled at for generations. It's estimated that a fully grown gorilla is around 6 times stronger than an adult human. They can easily bend thick bamboo canes, which demonstrates their immense power. But interestingly, they hardly ever use their strength in a destructive manner. This brings us to a common misconception about gorillas. They are often portrayed as aggressive and dangerous in popular culture. However, in reality, they are quite the opposite. Gorillas are peaceful beings. They are social animals who live in groups known as troops, which are led by a dominant male, the silverback. The silverback ensures the safety and well-being of his troop, often without resorting to violence. Gorillas are largely vegetarian, feeding on leaves, stems, and fruits. They have been observed using tools to access food, showcasing their intelligence and adaptability. Their days are typically spent foraging, resting, and socializing with their troop members. When it comes to interactions with humans, gorillas are usually wary and avoid contact. Instances of gorillas showing aggression are often linked to feeling threatened or the need to protect their young ones. It's essential to remember that these gentle giants are more likely to flee than fight. So it's clear that gorillas are not the fearsome creatures they are often portrayed as, but rather gentle and peaceful beings. The next time you see a depiction of a gorilla, remember their true nature: strong, intelligent, and above all, gentle. Imagine living in a society where the strongest leads and the family is everything. Welcome to the world of gorillas, where social structure is paramount and the family unit is the heart of their existence. In the heart of Africa's lush rainforest, we find these gentle giants living in groups known as troops. A troop typically consists of one dominant male, known as the silverback, multiple females, and their offspring. The silverback, so named for the unique silver saddle of hair across his back, serves as the troop's leader, protector, and decision-maker. The silverback's role is not just about brute strength, although that is certainly a part of it. His responsibilities extend to making decisions about where the troop will travel for food each day, mediating disputes within the troop, and protecting the group from external threats. His leadership is crucial for the survival and well-being of the troop. The females in the troop, on the other hand, have their own important roles. They are the primary caregivers for the young gorillas, nurturing them until they reach maturity. The bond between a mother gorilla and her offspring is a powerful one, mirroring the deep connections seen in human families. And then there's the younger generation. Youthful gorillas, much like human children, learn by observing and mimicking the adults. They play, squabble, and grow, gradually learning the skills they will need as adults in gorilla society. The gorilla's communal behavior is a testament to their social nature. They share responsibilities, care for each other, and work together for the good of the troop. Their social structure is complex yet efficient, a model of harmony and cooperation. But it's not all about survival. Gorillas also know how to enjoy life. They engage in social grooming, play games, and even display a sense of humor. These activities strengthen the bonds within the troop and contribute to their overall well-being. Gorilla society, much like ours, values family and leadership, another testament to our shared heritage. Communication is key in any society, and gorilla society is no exception. Amidst the dense, lush greenery of the jungle, gorillas have developed a rich tapestry of communication methods to express their thoughts and emotions. Gorillas are not just vocal creatures, they're also highly expressive. They use a range of vocalizations, body language, and facial expressions to communicate with each other. Each sound or gesture has a specific meaning, allowing them to convey complex messages that are as nuanced as our own spoken language. Let's start with vocalizations. Gorillas have a repertoire of at least 25 different sounds that they use to communicate. These range from grunts and barks, signifying contentment and warning signals, to hoots and screams, expressing excitement or distress. But it's not all about the sounds they make. Gorillas also use body language to communicate. A dominant male may beat his chest to display his strength and warn off rivals. A gorilla may also engage in a series of exaggerated movements, such as standing on its hind legs or throwing vegetation, to intimidate others. Facial expressions are another important part of gorilla communication. They have an incredible ability to show a wide range of emotions through their faces. A relaxed, open-mouthed face could signal contentment, while a hard stare could indicate a challenge or threat. Just like humans, gorillas also show affection by grooming each other, a behavior that strengthens social bonds within the group. But perhaps the most intriguing part of gorilla communication is their capability for sign language. Some gorillas, when taught, have been able to understand and use sign language, demonstrating their intelligence and their capacity for complex communication. Just as we use language to navigate our world, gorillas use their own forms of communication to maintain social order, express emotions, and even show empathy. Their communication methods may be different from ours, but they are no less complex or meaningful. Just like us, gorillas have a rich and complex language, although it's expressed in a different form. They remind us that communication is not just about words, but also about gestures, expressions, and emotions. It's a universal language that transcends species, connecting us all in the grand tapestry of life. Unfortunately, these magnificent creatures face a number of threats. Gorillas are under siege, with their habitats shrinking due to deforestation, and they are mercilessly hunted for their meat and parts, a practice known as poaching. In addition, diseases like Ebola have proven to be fatal to these gentle giants. But it's not all doom and gloom. Conservation efforts are being made to protect gorillas and their habitats. From setting up protected reserves to implementing strict anti-poaching laws, various organizations and governments are stepping up to the plate. Rehabilitation centers have been established to nurse injured and orphaned gorillas back to health and reintroduce them into the wild. Education programs are also in place to raise awareness and promote coexistence between gorillas and local communities. Despite the challenges, there is hope for the future of gorillas thanks to ongoing conservation efforts. Remember, every creature plays a vital role in the balance of our ecosystem, and gorillas are no exception. So, we've taken a journey into the world of gorillas today. But what can we do to help these majestic creatures? We've learned about their grandeur, the gentle nature that belies their size, their complex societies, and their nuanced means of communication. We've also touched on the threats they face and the crucial conservation efforts underway to ensure their survival. Now, how can we contribute? There are numerous ways. You can donate to reputable conservation organizations which work tirelessly to protect gorilla habitats and fight against poaching. You can also spread awareness. Talk about gorillas, their unique characteristics, and the challenges they face to your friends, family, and social media followers. Even choosing sustainable products can help, as it reduces the demand for goods that contribute to habitat destruction. In essence, we all hold a piece of the puzzle to gorilla conservation. Remember, every small action can make a big difference in the survival of these incredible creatures.